I grew up in England, and every year at Christmas time, we enjoyed a very delicious Christmas treat. Today, I'm going to tell you about this treat, mince pies. But wait, before you think of these kind of pies, no, mince pies are not made with meat. They're not savoury. They're sweet. Stay with me until the end, where I'll tell you why they're called mince pies, even though they're not made with meat. Plus, I'll tell you where you can get mince pies or even how to make them yourself. And I'll show you a super cool trick, how to get fresh English-style clotted cream here in Germany, which complement mince pies perfectly. When I was a child in England, mince pies were a big part of Christmas. They were the smell of December, warm, fruity, spicy. And when I was in England last month, I went to Tesco, which is one of my favourite supermarkets in England. And look what I found. So many mince pies, and the price was so cheap. Look, there were boxes and boxes of mince pies, the cheaper variety, the more expensive variety, the luxury mince pies. There were so many different types of mince pies. I wanted to fill the trolley with boxes and boxes of mince pies and bring them back to Germany with me. But I only had a small carry-on bag to take with me on the aeroplane back to Germany, and so I could only take 2 boxes of mince pies. So what does a mince pie taste like? Imagine a small buttery pastry filled with sweet dried fruits, raisins, currants, apple, orange peel, and warm Christmas spices. They're soft, sweet, and a little sticky, and perfect with a cup of tea. Here's a nice recipe if you want to bake them yourself. Pause the video now if you want to copy this, or you can find the link in the description below. Or you could just buy the mince meat filling from an online store. You can find this on Amazon, and then you only need to make the pastry. Or you could buy ready-made mince pies from an online shop. I also found them on Amazon, and the price is quite reasonable. Last month, I visited my family in England, and of course, I couldn't leave without buying mince pies. I grabbed 2 boxes from the shelf in Tesco supermarket. I would have bought 6 boxes, but I only had a tiny carry-on bag. Anyway, on the way back home, we flew from Bristol Airport, and I was a little bit nervous. Their security is very strict, especially with food. And there I was, clutching my bag with my precious mince pies inside, as if I were carrying buried treasure. Sure enough, my bag went through the scanner. It stopped. The security officer pulled it aside. My heart sank. I thought, oh no! This is it. They're going to confiscate my mince pies. Christmas is over. But guess what? It wasn't the mince pies at all. It was the cheddar cheese that I had in my bag. Thankfully, they just wanted to take a quick look to check that the cheese wasn't a bomb or something dangerous. And they let me keep everything. Phew! The mince pies survived the security check. Christmas was saved. Okay, now let me show you how to eat mince pies properly. This is a box of classic British mince pies. But I bought the luxury crumble-topped mince pies. Check this out. It looks very posh. Let's open the box. It's a bit tricky to get in. Very well packed, these English mince pies. Inside, you can see 4 mince pies. Let me take one out, or maybe 2. The pastry is usually quite soft, so be careful not to damage them. You can eat mince pies cold, but they taste much better warm. So I'm going to put them in the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes at 160 degrees Celsius with the fan. You can also warm the mince pies in the microwave, but only for 20 or 30 seconds or you will completely destroy them. And you don't want them too hot, just so that they become warm and soft. I think they're ready. They're warm now. They've been in the oven for about 10 minutes. Let me take them out. They smell amazing, very Christmassy. And now the best part, cream. In the UK, we often eat mince pies with clotted cream. We also eat scones with clotted cream, but that's for a different video. When I was last in England, I looked longingly at the clotted cream on the shelves in Tesco, but I knew I couldn't buy it because it wouldn't get through security and it needs to be kept cool. The problem is, in Germany, you can't easily buy fresh clotted cream. So let me show you how to make German-style clotted cream that I think tastes really similar to fresh English clotted cream. Okay, here is my insider trick. You just need to buy a pot or two of organic cream. It looks like this. In German it's called Bio-Schlagsahne. Don't shake it. This is really important. Otherwise you will lose the creamy top. Open it very carefully. On top you'll see a thick creamy layer. Scoop this off with a spoon. This top layer looks and tastes just like clotted cream. If you buy non-organic cream, it will look like this. There is no thick creamy layer on top because manufacturers add a stabilizer to non-organic cream to stop that thick creamy layer from forming on top. So buy organic cream and you will get this thick creamy layer on top. Let's put a nice spoonful on top of my mince pie. And if you want to, you could add a scoop of vanilla ice cream. Oh my gosh, that is really so good. So let's do it. Right, time to try it. Oh, it's crumbly. It smells good and it tastes wonderful. Warm, fruity, buttery, and the cream makes it perfect, even more delicious. This is the classic British Christmas flavour. I told you at the beginning I would tell you why mince pies are called mince pies even though they don't contain meat. Mince pies got their name because they originally contained minced meat. In the Middle Ages and Tudor times, they were large savoury pies filled with minced mutton or pork, mixed with spices and dried fruits. Over the centuries, the meat gradually disappeared from the recipe. By the Victorian era, mince pies had transformed into the sweet treats we know today, still called mince pies because of their meaty past. If you want more info on the history, check out the link in the description below. Now you know what mince pies are, why they're called mince pies, how to eat them, and how to make your own fresh clotted cream here in Germany, which, by the way, you can also use for scones. I wish you all a wonderful Christmas time. Thanks for watching and see you again really soon.